Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and children, and welcome to England's final World Cup video. On that somber note, I'd just like to start with this. Ooh, tasty piece of fucking artwork. I like it. Having said that, bring back my purple fucking peck. Purple peck, man. Like, purple peck is sick. No pleasing some fools, eh? Right. Yeah. Sad day. Sad day. We went up against the Russians and well, Russians be crazy. But you already knew that. Russians are a fantastic team. They played really well. But one Englishman did survive the brutal charge and reach the Russian guns. You know, the Light Brigade achieved its objective, I guess, because we beat Ciaphascain. Yeah, like I was as surprised as the next man. I was up against Ciaphascain, which is tough. Like, Ciaphascain is such a good player, and I managed to win, so I'm super happy about that. Few thanks before I start the video, because I think it's quite. Firstly, obviously, thanks to our opponents who we've played so far. You've all been absolutely fantastic sports. Russia, well done. Best of luck. Hope you smash it. Fuck the French. Not literally. Not safe. But thanks to the TOs. You've done a brilliant job. Fair decisions. You know, I think you've run it really, in a really flexible way, which is important. You've allowed people the time to complete matches. You know, no complaints from me. You guys have done a fantastic job, and I really, really hope that you decide to do another in the future, because I'd be balls to the wall for that one. Important thank you to my two teammates, Halvium firstly for making a fantastic Discord, which, we didn't use nearly as much as the amount of effort that you put into making it, but also just for being a great teammate. You talked through strategy, you tested decks, you gave feedback. I've really appreciated you, like in this World Cup. And Steve, great leader. I mean, goes without fucking saying. But always leading by example, smashing people's faces in, trolling the forums in only the way a colonist can, a colonial can, man. You made the forums fun. Without further ado, because I've spent too long waffling, let's get these videos done. Oh, too much to do, man. I've got videos that I want to show you, but I just don't have time. So I'll get onto them as soon as I can. Now the World Cup's over, I guess I have much more time in my hands for other videos. I'll have to find something new to do.
Enough.
Oh, so Ciaphascain, fantastic player. Like, you meet him on the ladder, that's instant terror. And I don't, I'm not brown nosing. I think that's truth, And Curze, he is Curze and Magnus, and they're two really solid warlords. As I said, I think in the last video, like, they're prevalent in the final teams, like, very prevalent. And Curze in particular, I find to be a bit of a bee in my bonnet, even for Horus. He just has an irritating way of staying alive long enough for you to die. Which some of you might be sitting there going, Pyrrhus, isn't that the point of this game? Yes, it fucking is, but, like, no one is as good as irritatingly staying alive as Conrad Curze, in my humble opinion. So what I really like, actually, about his deck is that he's being so much more aggressive than I'm used to seeing. Like, a lot of Curze players try to sort of slow roll it out, hit that 10 energy, and just, sort of wear you out, like a really aggro-y control, fuck you game. And, like, Ciaphascain doesn't give a shit. He's got games to play and win. He's got things to do as a busy Russian person. Like, he can't be waiting around. So I wondered here if perhaps I should have played Kadark instead. I think I did that to just have bodies out. I guess it worked in the sense here. I wonder if he would have played that guy then if Kadark's squad had been out. And I think that's going to really punish me later on, as you're going to see. Because this guy, oh, Recon Claw. I mean, such a good card. And I love this combo, right? Just look at that. Look at that motherfucker. Like 7 energy and he's wiped my board. He's still got it there, so I have to deal with it. Yeah, not happy. I wonder if there I should have played Las Rifle section as well. I think I was doing that to get 2 damage onto his face and to maybe get a bit of damage on that or something. Now, this guy is a good pick in this deck. I've seen this crop up a few times, and like it's so good against Horus as well, specifically because it's like my burn and my outflanks are affected, and then yeah. Now I wonder, obviously, if I'd hit there, would I have been able to sort of pull the game? Possibly. But I played that because either way, obviously I didn't know what he was going to do. I didn't know he was going to play 2 mortar strikes, which is the right thing to do. But I did want to get rid of that guy. You know, I think this game for me was lost on a few play orders that I misplayed, basically, that I've sort of already discussed. But you might see something different. Also, I would recommend you go and see Ciaphascain's channel. Because he's got not just his games, but I think Maximo's, and I still don't know the third Russian players. I think it's Dash. But basically, the 2 guys who played Halvium and Steve, he's got their games on the channel as well. If you understand Russian, you'll know what they're talking about. But all I hear is like, yeah, star, doy, because I don't speak Russian. Being an ignorant colonial, yeah, I'm fucked, aren't I? You know, if you hadn't played that, like, I think I end up drawing a stun, so maybe I could have played for 1 more turn. But you know, at this stage, I was so outplayed. Like, really good first game, really tense. Curze irritatingly survives. So game 2, Horus versus Magnus. Now, I'm less worried about Magnus nowadays with Horus. I think, not to sound cocky, because of the World Cup and because of the ladder, I've really been pushing to get to the top 50. I've been playing Horus religiously, and I have worked out, I think, a deck, but also a gameplay that works very well against Magnus. More often than not, I just win the race. But Magnus is still a threat, you know. He's still scary as all hell. As you're going to see. So I've got a really nice hand here. Like, there's just loads I can do. Obviously, I'm going to mortar strike here because fuck off. If it doesn't work, I mean, it did work, but if it hadn't, I had a Joker as well. So, you know, like, it's looking pretty good for me. I think I killed the Jew back here. Yeah, like, so one of the things about the Horus deck is that all of your cards are pretty valuable. There's just a lot of good cards, so you need, I mean, there's lots of 3-drops, but even so, like, you just don't want to risk him pulling like a Vengeful or a Monster of Pythos, Joker Company, Malachus, like Mortar Strike. So many good cards. Obviously got Penthu. I sort of had a choice there. I could either start reacting to him, which I'm always loath to do. I'd rather him get 3 health in a way, and keep him reacting to me. I was a bit worried he had a 2 to 5, the astral thing, but I think this is a risk worth taking. So now I'm on 7 energy. I think I do outflank the Penthu. Yeah. Like, I'm going to lose this guy, but that's fine. Because he'll have to react to me to kill it. And that could be from him risking a 50-50 or casting a spell. So yeah, he heals up, which is pretty sensible. So, I have a theory about this. And with Horus, that astral warfare and ashen blow, I'm really tempted to keep them back for things like Sergar for Malakhurst, for like a big board, because I can put out quite a big board quite quickly. And the thing is the moment I know that that's low, I can just start beefing out a board, because he's going to have defense satellites, but Sergar will survive that. You know, he's already got 3 damage off. You know, I've got 9 energy and a lot of 3-drops that I can play. So, you know, it's by no means a misplay. Like, his other option was to take 7 damage or to risk a 50-50 of it surviving, and given it's the World Cup, the 50-50 one goes away. But yeah, just the board, man. 2 5s and a 3, just hard. Give himself a turn. I mean, Horus is quite fortunate in the sense of, I mean, obviously I'm going to get rid of that. No way I'm letting a 5-5 chill. But I've got lots of burn in this deck, so I can just sort of keep going. You know. You know, full hand, lots of card draw. Obviously drops his defense satellite. It's just the right thing to do. He can kill Sergar. But I think this is how you deal with Magnus, is that, you know, burn the early game, create a big board after he's spent a lot of his energy, and he can't react to everything, you know. If you just keep dealing damage, at some point he's got to die. Because I've got lethal now, I think. Yeah. Just my 3-drops. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, 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 pop. Papa. But yeah, you know. So I'm 1-1. In a bit of a state of shock, and I'm like, shit, alright, let's go out with the blaze of glory. Bring on Saul. You know, Saul versus Magnus, I was like, that's going to be tough. But as you're going to see, it goes quite well. I really enjoyed playing Saul in this World Cup. He's not like a champion I'd usually play, and I picked him sort of on a whim, as I've talked about before. And you know what? I've really liked him. He's worked really well. Like, I don't think I'd use him all the time, but just like this game as well. Like, oh, definitely my MVP. I've had so much fun with Saul in a way that I don't have fun with Horus. I just feel I can chill with Saul. You know, like, I don't think there's anything I can do about that Ekra. I have no idea. But I don't think I've got anything that deals with stealth in this deck. But yeah, so you might be sitting there thinking, look, this guy's got 6 energy, he's got 5 cards in hand, he's going to have a Ashen Blow. Why are you playing your Sardaron? And there is a bit of method to my madness. Next turn I'm going to play Agnomen, turn after hopefully I get to play Sardaron. And he's used his Ashen Blow. He might have a second, but in 6 cards, really? And if he does, he's going to use it on an Agnomen, and I've already dealt 4 damage. So, like, for me, that logic was quite clear. You know, and I think that's the thing, obviously, about Saul, is just he can constantly get out threats. And Magnus is either going to run out of energy or kill spells at some point. Yeah, I think he got a thing there. Yeah, which is super annoying. But that's fine for me. So, quite a commanding position. Obviously, he's reacting to me. Nothing I can do about that right now. I play Odysseus? I think I do. Yeah. So, I mean, again, at the moment, he might get an Ashen Blow, but you can only kill one of them with it, and he can't Astral Warfare me, so he could defend satellites, but that's one less defense satellites that he can use. Ancto, I think he clears 3 energies, like a Laz or something. He definitely gets rid of my Odysseus. Oh yeah, cool. Oh, he's saving up energy. So yeah, even though, like, I mean, obviously that's not great for him. He's had to take damage to do that. I still don't play my Sidereon, I don't think. So I get these guys out. Now, because I've seen he's at 6, he hasn't used that. I'm thinking maybe there's an Astral Warfare. I'm really hoping he uses it on here. Because next turn I play Sidereon and he's got nothing to deal with it, because that will go to 0. So obviously he's going to return his spells to his deck. Draw his cards. There we go. Bit unlucky with the 3-1, because he's stunned as well. But I'm going to have to deal with that. So there's a trade. But I'm going to play Sidereon. And now he's going to struggle to deal with that with what he's got. He could Angtao, but yeah, knuckle down. And this is the point. Now he's got low energy. I can just get out a nice fat board. I can stun him down, hit him in the face, you know. And that's Saul. It's knowing how to play Magnus as well, I think. But you know, there goes his Ekra. How's that for a horrible place to be in? He was really unlucky with this as well. Like, you know, you'd expect a 3 or 4 at least, and I've just got a really solid board. And the 2 cards I draw, obviously I don't get to play them, but look at that. Like, how horrible is that? Like, if you could see my hand right now, like, just crushing. Like, I'm not going to attack him with Saul. Like, I don't need to. That board is threatening enough. He can't Astral Warfare. He could defend satellites, but you know, someone's going to survive. And there you have it. So I beat Ciaphascain. Holy fuck. Yeah, really great games. Really tense. You know. But that's my World Cup, and in a way, I'm sad it's over. It's been really great, and I think we need more of that shit. Like, that was really super cool. You know, bring on a Lodge War or something, because that was so much fun. And again, if you haven't been in events before, get involved. Like, I'm nothing special, and I get to have fantastic games like that against fantastic players, and carve out my own little dynasty, you know, in this game we call HHL. Yeah, but I don't know what to do now. Vulcan?